Okay.
What's today? Today's Thursday. And this week went by like super fast.
Okay, see if you can do it.
Yeah, for once, it won't be my fault that we're late. Just want to make sure everybody's aware of that. It'll be their fault because they're taking pictures.
Yeah, you look happy. Okay, now.
So me and Ashley are here at the Press Center, and we're here for a very big meeting that they're having going on in there. And we're excited to be here, and we're looking forward to going inside and speaking about our idea, which was number 40.
Yes.
And you know what's crazy? It was number 40, and it still got passed.
Yeah, I know.
You would think
Well, they said
number 1,
Yeah.
but we were number 40. So I mean, that's big, and we were very excited. 40 out of 100 ideas, and ours was one of the ones that got passed. So we're gonna go inside for this, and you guys will want to stick around because we're gonna take you in there with us. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Business and communications. Was in the. See, I just see updates, but I don't think
Just coming in, we'll close the door and for everybody here. Thanks very much. Thank you for coming today. My name is William Holly, and I'm the chairman of 100ideas.org, and which we're launching today. I'm joined also, obviously, by Mark Proctor, who's on our board, by Speaker Rubio, who you know, and these two lovely ladies who are out from Denellen, Florida, who we're going to get to in just one second. I'm in the real estate business in Miami, and I think, what we're here today is to talk about ideas, and talk about ideas from Floridians. Talk about ideas, you all are Floridians, I'm a Floridian. People, when everything was going well, when the economy was strong, we got complacent. And thankfully, Marco Rubio came up with this great idea, and with these ladies who had idea number 40, the 100 ideas in a book. And I went to Marco and said, this is just fantastic. I think this is great. This is what we need in Florida. We need new ideas. And I asked him for the opportunity to take this idea and to move it forward. And I know none of you are strangers to the fact of what's going on in the state of Florida today, or what's going on in the country. But I think that there is a tendency sometimes to get, there's no real beltway here, but within the beltway. And when people talk about policy and legislation and things like that, what I'm focused on as a business person and as a Floridian and as a father are the issues of the state. And people have wonderful ideas in this state, and there's got to be an opportunity for them to meet with people like myself, meet with our board. We have a great board that we've assembled so far. And where do those ideas go? How do those get to Tallahassee? And I think today we can be less complacent than we were in the past. Let me give you an idea, just some information. When we talk about the state of Florida, okay, and I'm a business person, are we hearing about all the business ideas? Are we hearing about all the ideas that all of our people have and all of our citizens have? Our economy, about $750 billion in GDP, okay? That makes us about the size of Russia, okay, for our state economy. Are we spending the time to figure out about revenue and about how to grow our economy as much as someone like Russia? I hear every day on the news, I turn on and I hear about Saudi Arabia, I hear about oil, I hear about how their economy is going to change the world. Well, guess what? They're about a third the size of the state of Florida. So I think sometimes we forget in Florida what an important state we have, not only to the country, but what an important state we have to the world. We have one of the 15 largest economies in the world. If we were a country, we'd be one of the 15 largest economies in the world. And I think at this time, it is very, very important to get the input from business leaders, from people around the state. Over the last 30 days, I've talked to over 20 business leaders, and I had one simple question. When was the last time you were in Tallahassee? Half of them had never been to Tallahassee, and they're running major businesses in this state. Others had flown in for a day to lobby for a certain issue. What we're talking about is going to people and going to 100ideas.org, our website, which will be launched today in our schools. And that's where the best ideas come from. And Marco hit upon that, and I appreciate him for letting us move that forward. And I'd like to turn it over to the speaker and have you talk about yourself, 100 Ideas, and your vision for Florida's future.
Thanks, William. Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming today, and I appreciate William and Mark and the two other members that are not here, Robin Hoffman and Bertika Morris from Orlando. And these two young ladies in a moment are going to speak to you, I hope, okay, about what this is about. There's two things I want to point out. First of all, 100 Ideas isn't just a product. I think people focus on the book and the product and the ideas, and obviously that's important, but it's not just a product, it's more about a process. After about 7 years of being here and 6 years of being here, I came to realize if you look at the legislative agenda, so much of it historically has been driven by the people who are hired to come here and talk to us about issues. And largely what the legislature would do is it would sit back and it would wait for the lobbying community and the interest groups to set the agenda. And then we would basically mediate those disputes. Now that doesn't mean that lobbyists and interest groups don't oftentimes have important issues that they're here representing. In fact, oftentimes, more often than not, they do have important issues. But that should not be the sole source of our agenda in government.
Quality.
Ashley and Letitia are here today, and I want them to talk to you a little bit about
Ours outlet prices.
Now, Ashley and Letitia are here today, and I want them to talk to you a little bit about what they worked on. They were part of one of the ideas, idea number 40. Am I right on the number? And I think they're a living testament to how this process could connect people that otherwise would never be connected to this process. So, who's gonna? Is it Ashley? You gonna do it? Don't be afraid. They only invite you.
Well, first of all, I know me and Teacher are very, very honored to be here and to be a part of the 100 Ideas. But our idea suggests that any citizen that has a felony or has been convicted of a sexual crime should have their DNA collected. So that way it's all on file. Yeah, we had thought at first, we were like, they're probably already doing this. So it's just an idea, maybe not. Well, then when we talked to our parents, her grandma and my dad, we talked to them about it, and they said, actually, it's not being done. And we're like, oh my God, do you know how much that can help? Because there's a lot of the crimes of convicted felons, they are repeated. And a lot of times in cases, if you have DNA collected, it'll be so much more easier to catch these people, because just as simple as a little piece of hair or spit or anything, you put it on file and you connect it to a crime scene, and right there we have, those people. So I think that it will open up and expand on, making our community and everywhere else a little bit safer for everybody, and, closing these cases. And, we really didn't think that our idea would be a big deal. We didn't even think it would be recognized, really, as it was. And to see that it was in the book, and then, that people have recognized it and it got picked, we're just like, oh my God. So we feel honored, and we are so grateful that, you guys have had us out here, Speaker of the House, Rubio. We are so grateful that you gave us this opportunity, and everybody else that helped with the book. And we are looking forward to, even if we can contribute anything else that we can do in our community as well, getting people to be involved in our community. We try every day to get more and more people involved in this book. This idea that came up is so big because so many people now have the chance to speak. And that we weren't given that before. Nobody was like, we can say our ideas at home, we can talk about it at home, but that's it. It's at home. That's as far as it goes with our friends. And to have this, and now people can contribute their ideas and it actually be looked upon and something is done about it. It feels amazing. So again, we are so grateful to be here, and we want to thank everybody again. And we look forward to everything that you guys are doing, and we're looking forward to the outcome of everything that's going on here. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.